presenting Smart Car by SMKDJ #1. Through our survey and research, we found out that the main cause of road accidents is illegal turnings.
A possible illegal turn may have played a role in that fatal TriMet bus crash with pedestrians. Tonight, News Channel 8 investigates some surprising new information. Kyle Boshi's been following this case all week. He's live now at the crash scene with the latest. Kyle?
Joe, important to note the police investigation is still ongoing, not expected to be complete until late next week. But according to a former traffic cop and also traffic safety expert, it appears the bus driver made a questionable and possibly illegal turn.
Therefore, we came up with a solid problem statement. Accidents nowadays are caused by illegal turning. Despite knowing that illegal turns are unsafe, drivers still make illegal turns for their own convenience. Then, we came up with a solution, which is a car that prevents illegal turning by detecting a special line on the road. If there is no special line on the road, means it is an illegal turn.
If the driver tries to turn into that area, an artificial intelligence stimulated notifier will notify the driver that it is an illegal turn.
However, if it is an emergency, the driver can press the emergency button to allow them to turn to that area, but a notifier will be sent to the road authorities about the illegal turn and the car's information to be fined. If the emergency button is not pressed, the car will not be able to turn to that area. Now let me show you the parts of our prototype. The main part of this prototype is this line following sensor, placed below the car, in between the wheels. Here is the side view of our prototype. And this is the top view of our prototype. Now let me show you the demo of our prototype. As you can see, this is a normal car going straight on the road. Then the driver wants to turn right, and there is a line there that means it is not an illegal turn. So the car is allowed to turn normally. Let's continue watching. Now the driver wants to turn left, and there is a line there, so it is not an illegal turn, and the car is able to turn normally.
Now, let's see what happened when it comes to a T-junction. The driver can either turn left or right as both sides has lines, which means it's not an illegal turn.
Now the driver attempts to make an illegal turn, but since there is no line, the car is unable to turn, and the driver is notified.
I am sorry, you are not allowed to turn. If it's an emergency, please push the emergency button, but a notifier will be sent to the road authorities.
The driver will be able to turn to that area, but a notifier will notify the road authorities about the car's information, and a fine will be generated onto the driver. For some other future improvements that can help improve this car, we found out that there are many drivers who ignore the traffic lights. They tend to go when it is red, which can also cause accidents. Therefore,
we thought of adding a sensor that can sense the color of the light. If it is red, the car will not be able to move. Same goes to this system.
We have an emergency button to allow the user to go when emergency. However, if the emergency button is pressed, the notifier will also notify the road authorities about the car information, and a fine will be generated to the driver. We also found out that many drivers speed far upon the speed limit, which can also cause accidents to happen. For example, the speed limit is set to 80 kilometers per hour, but the driver's speed at 180 kilometers per hour. Therefore, we thought of a similar solution to this problem. There will be a speed sensor in the car which senses the speed of the car. And there will also be a sensor outside the car to check for speed limit signs. If the car is speeding over the speed limit, an artificial intelligence stimulated notifier will notify the driver about the speed limit, and same goes to this system. If the emergency button is pressed, the driver can speed, but a notifier will be sent to the road authorities about the car informations, and a fine will be generated onto the driver. If the emergency button is not pressed, the car will gradually slow down to the speed limit. That is all for our project. We are currently adding all the future features onto our prototype. We hope that you liked our idea, as we believe that this solution can reduce up to 50% of car accidents.
Thank you.